who's the other tank in there? He is the paladin. Okay, he wants the tank. Cool. Put on his tank stance. Awesome.
I mean, we only need one tank for this area, but the first tank didn't even know how to get out of the main area. So...
you gotta love that.
And then I became the tank, and then it wouldn't let me leave the the teleporter?
Yep.
It wouldn't let me leave the teleporter.
I love that.
Love that. And the chamber will be sealed up in 15 seconds. I don't give a shit. I want you to shut up. There's somebody who figured out a glitch to get out of these cutscenes.
No.
You can't do anything. You can't interact with it.
No, there's a few ways that you can do it. First off, you can put the, oh, my phone's ringing. I'll look at paladin tank if you want. I don't know what the hell I'm going to read for, but, you can put the language, the Japanese or whatever, and it's shorter cutscenes, or something that you can do. I think you can only do it if you're on PC, so you could do it. Is you know how you DC, right?
Yeah.
So you could DC in the cutscene, and then like come back, and if you're able to do that before like the cutscene, like before it ends or so, like I can't do it on mine because it will take longer for me. But like closing the game off network, I don't know. If you just and then like reconnect, you will come back when the cutscene is like done. Like you would have to watch the cutscene. And it can really only be done on PC. Because for me, in order for me to DC, I would have to reset my modem, and that would take longer for it to reconnect than the cutscene would be, well, typically. But if you change your language to like Japanese, I think you typically have about 5 or 10 seconds before the cutscene actually ends. So, if you have like say half of the group that has that settings, you could probably kill the boss before the rest of the group is even there. But typically only one person has that setting stuff. But by now, there could be some sort of a third-party program that they could use to do that, right? I don't know.
Probably, because I've seen a few people get out of the thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me, but that sort of thing would also be heavily cracked down on by Square Enix. So, because I mean, they crack down on a lot of things if they're, you're doing something you shouldn't be doing. So.
They also turn a blind eye to a lot of things that are against TOS as well.
Oh yeah, of course they do. Yeah, they definitely do. Like.
It's against TOS to put in shaders, but they have openly endorsed a shader called G-Shade.
I don't even know what that does.
It's a shader. It's a texture pack. It makes the game look nicer. It's a filter.
Certain things I think they're a bit more concerned about, like that. I don't think they're as concerned about because it only changes your screen, right? So it doesn't affect anybody besides you. I think it's more
exactly.
I think it's more so things that affect other people.
There's also one that they're okay with you using, but they don't want you to abuse it.
Well, that's typically how it is for a lot of other things as well. Like if it's something that affects other people, as long as, like you said, it's not abused, they're typically going to be okay with it.
So the way it works is very simple. It takes all of the data from the game that would normally be there. So, like, how much damage you're dealing, who's dealing the most damage, what's happening with that.
Yep.
But it makes it so where you can actually see, like, quantified where all the damage is going, who's doing all the damage.
Yeah, the DPS.
But it's a lot better than you could guesstimate. And it's 100% against POS, but it's also...
Like we talked about this before, I think the DPS effect should be allowed, but really just for like rating, because that's kind of where they're used, right? So I think if they're used for what they should be used for, I think that it should be okay. But like, you know, if you
just has the chance of becoming toxic.
Oh, totally. You know, like if you're like, you know, certain people are going to be like that. You know, you could like make fun of somebody, ha ha, your DPS sucks compared to mine. It's like, what, 2 years old?
But it's also, people will be like, well, you're not helping us clear this fast enough. Your DPS isn't meeting the threshold. Kick. Bye. We're grabbing a new person.
Well, would be debatable whether it's toxic or not, because they might not have the, you know, as high a DPS as you need, and early you need the highest DPS to typically clear stuff, right? Until your eye levels get higher. So it's not like, I can see what you mean, and I can see where they're coming from.
It's that gray area. It's that gray area.
Yeah, and in that situation, I just think that, you know, I mean,
they basically said as long as you're only using it for yourself. This is basically how they've gone about doing it. As long as you're only using it for yourself and you're not interacting with other players with it, and you're not being mean with the information, you will not get it. It will not hit you. So, because people openly stream with that equipment up and running.
Yeah, well, I don't think that, like you say, it's a gray area, but, like, me personally, if I was kicked out of a raid because of a situation like that, yes, I would be a little bit upset, but at the same time, I would understand why, like, where they're coming from, because my DPS is not adequate, so that would mean that I would either need to increase my eye level, or I would need to come up with a better rotation. Both of them make sense. You know, so again, it's not like it's anything personal, it's just when the raids first come out, it's difficult to clear them if you don't have the DPS. So that's the biggest thing. Like earlier on, that's where you're going to see that a lot, but like later when, you know, people have adequate gear and whatnot, they're able to do more DPS, you're not really going to see it. So, like you said, it is that gray area, but, you know, it's just how it is. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like I said, it's a gray area, and this is the position. I'm not taking a side on it. I'm just saying this is their thought process.
No, like I'm not either. I can see it from both sides, but I'm just saying I think that it should be allowed just because, well, it's really used in raiding, and like, as long as it's used for, you know, what it should be used for, and not, you know, toxic. But I mean, it could already be used to be toxic, and I mean, I'm sure it already has been. As a matter of fact, I'm 100% sure it has been. So, I don't know, it's just people being people. People are, you know, some people just aren't nice, and some people are just mean, and they will use things that should be, you know, used as, like you would call it before, like a tool, but they would use it to, you know, how it shouldn't be used. And that's just us as people, we're like that, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, humans are disgusting.
Uh-huh. Don't disagree with that.
Yeah. Just like how we have to start pulling people off of buttons so that we don't leave the entire group behind.
Yeah, well, Matt still doesn't let you live that down. That's not fair. That doesn't count. You pulled me off the butt.
I actually have not interacted with a group that's intentionally gone to try to drop loot.
The blue piece of island stuff?
Yeah.
No, most of them don't. Like the group I'm in right now, nobody's been left behind. Like we've actually moved them like further back, and they literally just wait for the person. So yeah, Matt's just an exception.
I know. Oh, one of my coworkers got trolled so hard on cash room.
Oh, I actually, I tried that, I got that fight that you were talking about the other day. Do you remember what one you were talking about?
Are you talking about, what was it? Medion?
Nope. I remember you told me a little while back that there were these people that they would throw somebody in a dungeon or something. They would like pull them off this platform or whatever when the boss was using pizza or whatever that attack was called. You remember where they put that thingy across the room and you have to like go across the room on that little
oh yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
yeah, I did that the other day. And now I know what you're talking about. No, like I had that dungeon. I didn't used to do it because you literally like because everybody got caught inside me. I was the only person who made it across. So I made it across, and nobody else made it across. So they're like all like.
How do you not make it across that bridge? Unless someone's trolling you, you shouldn't have difficulty getting across that bridge.
Well, me, I take it slow, and I make sure that I don't fall. Whereas the other group, like everybody else, they just fell. Like, we wiped because I don't know what it was for me. I don't remember what class I was playing. I think I was tanking, but whatever. So, when you get across, you have to attack him. Now, I tried attacking him from inside the circle, and I wasn't doing any damage. So I tried attacking him from outside the circle, and I still wasn't doing damage. And then I went back in the circle, and some of my attacks were damaging him, others weren't. I know you're supposed to be inside of it, but it was just like glitching out. It wasn't letting me do damage when I was inside the circle. So,
no, he takes reduced damage during that phase, period.
No, it has nothing to do with that. When you're inside the circle, regardless, you're supposed to be able to damage him. I don't care what the damage is. You're supposed to be able to damage him, but it was saying that he was invulnerable when I was inside the circle and outside the circle, is what I'm saying.
Oh, that sucks.
And I was like the only person who got, to him, because everybody else had fallen off, and he had like...
Kept falling off?
Yeah, he had like 10% health left, and I would have been able to have beaten that. My first, like, say, 30 seconds of attacks didn't do anything, because it was just some stupid glitch or something. It was irritating.
Yeah, but that is a funny dungeon to just yank people off the edge when they think that they're safe.
Yeah, I haven't actually had that. I remember running it, and then I remember you had said there the other day about that. It's like, I can certainly see that, and I can see how you'd be able to do it, because everybody's got aggro, right? So you can use rescue for sure in there.
Uh-huh. So my favorite thing, my thought process is one of these days we'll just invite many on to go into there. Let him get all the way across and then just reset him.
Oh God, that would be hilarious.
I was just like, there you go. I figured you'd want to see this troll.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, we should do that when he's back. I think today's his 10th day, so he's not back for another 10 days. Oh, we'll do that on his returning day, on the day that he returns.
Oh my god. Yes. And here's the perfect story. This is the perfect story. I'm looking for a piece of glam. Can you help me with this dungeon run?
Yeah. That'll be like, yeah, I'm tanking though. It's like, yeah, no problem. Yeah, no, it's okay. You can tank. It's okay. Yeah. By the way, don't fall off.
It's like, and then once we only have to do it once. It's like, here, you'll love this dungeon. Trust me. After this dungeon, you're gonna love this dungeon. I'm not even wrong either. He's going to love the dungeon. Once he learns about that, he's gonna just love it. Because he's gonna jump in as a healer into there.
Well, you won't know which dungeon it is, because you can only get it for doing, isn't it the leveling roulette? What level is it? Is it an even number or an odd number?
Ah, I gotta double check that one. But no, that is a, that one is a, MSQ dungeon that you get.
What level is it again? Isn't that the 63? Oh, it's Dolmeg, yeah, Dolmeg.
Yeah, it's Dolmeg.
I think that's the 63 or 65, I think. I think it's 63, because I think the 65 is the one in the Greatwood that Matt likes. I'm pretty sure it's the 63. So that means that you could get that one doing level.
No, that's in Stormblood. That's not in Stormblood. That's in, that is in, it's a 70 dungeon. Because the fairies are in Shadowbringers.
Maybe 73.
Yeah, it's a 70 dungeon.
It's not 70.
No, I'm saying 70s.
Yeah,
it's in the 70 range.
Still doesn't change the fact that you would get it for leveling. You couldn't get it for 50, 60, 70.
It only goes... So 50, 60, 70, 80, it's not in between. It is only on...
Only those dungeons, yeah. Yep.
Hey, okay. So yeah, you'd only get that through leveling.
Yep. I was just trying to think of what you would, key for to get it beside, actually, oh wait, the dancer.
Doing for it.
Yeah, the dancer's gonna LBO just go to full.
Yeah, I'm not getting stuck in here.
It's actually funny. If my character's name is from Trails, and the dancer that's in the group, his name is also from the Trails.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. His is from Trails and Trails Field, the first one. And mine is from the first project for Amsterdam. Mine is from Harder. Have you played any of the Trails games? Okay, so his is Ashley Carbine. I think that's what it's pronounced. Yeah, he's from the third and the fourth. But he's a member of the new spot 7. Yeah, I saw the guy's name and I'm like, Ashy Carbine. For a second I thought it was like a combination of Ashley from, where is she from? Is that Final Fantasy X or 11?
You're asking the wrong person. This is the only Final Fantasy game I've ever played.
Oh, okay.
Holy cow, we're wearing the same. We're wearing the same boots.
Ashley, I think she's from Final Fantasy. Well, there's a Final Fantasy X online, and then there's like an X10 or whatever. I think. Well, you know where the bunny girls are from, right?
No.
The bunny girls are from the Final Fantasy that Ashley is from. Yeah, that's where they originate from. It's the bunny girl Fran. She's with Voltaire or whatever his name is. That's his partner. And the game that Fran is from, which is where the bunnies are from, is where Ashley's from. Yeah, that's where the bunnies originated from. That's where they became popular. They may have been in an early Final Fantasy, I don't know. But I think that's where it became popular, because Fran in the game, she wears like very little clothing. So. I actually have it for my 5. They came out with like a remake sort of thing for it, and you got like fast forward speed and stuff. Oh, it's so nice. It like makes level doing so much nicer in it.
I remember people talking about Final Fantasy II and how annoying it was because every part of the game level syncs to you.
Oh, so it was like kind of like one of those games where the enemies level their debuff.
Yes.
So basically like Final Fantasy.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
But the funny thing is that people would speedrun the game at level 1.
Yeah, well, I mean, if the enemies sync to your level and vice versa, you can definitely do that. Like Final Fantasy VIII, it's the same thing. You want to beat the game at the lowest level possible, but the difference in Final Fantasy VIII, I don't know if it's the same in this game, but in Final Fantasy VIII, you got your magic by drawing it from the enemies, for the most part. So the enemies at lower levels would have to use their magic. So you wouldn't be able to get the better magic. And in Final Fantasy VIII, your stats were basically based on your magic, because you could junction them to your stats and increase your stats via the magic. So the lower magic you would have, the lower your stats would be. Now, I don't know how it was in Final Fantasy II, but yeah,
I don't know either.
I would assume it would probably not be the same, because I think Final Fantasy VIII was the only game to have the junctioning like that. So if Final Fantasy II was basically like all of the other Final Fantasies, besides
where it's item based,
yeah, then it would just basically be like you just go forward, and as long as you know where to get the good gear from, or if it's dropped or stolen, you're basically golden, right? So,
and you avoid as many fights as possible.
Exactly, yeah, because you don't want to level up, because leveling up will make the enemies level up. So, yeah, just rank them all the fights that you can. So, yeah, like games where the enemies level up as you level up, I really don't like them, but speedrunning them would actually obviously be easier. Because, like I said, you speedrun through the game at like level 1, and the enemies are elite.
Are the 12 otherwise engaged?
But I watched a video on the YouTube about the Chrono Cross and the Chrono Trigger, so I'm kind of excited about that coming out. It's going to have a fast forward on it as well, which will be fantastic for grinding. So,
they will answer.
Have you played either of those games?
Gorge them on ether.
I don't think so.
Your odds are no different from those of
Chrono
the
Cross is okay.
No,
icons.
I haven't.
Chrono Cross
No,
is
you said
okay.
the name.
Chrono Cross is okay, you know, you just like level how you would normally level in it, but Chrono Cross was much harder to level in it, because there was only one way that you could really level it. Oh, that was?
What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Swan, to grovel?
So leveling in the Chrono Cross, you only actually level them by beating bosses, and that's it.
Oh. So if you actually wanted to, if you were having a difficulty with the boss, you couldn't grind, you couldn't do anything else, you couldn't gear up properly, you had to go,
well, there
you
were
had
things,
to get good.
There were things that you could do. So leveling up, you would get what's called a star level. Now, you could do regular fights to level up your stats, but you could only level up those stats to a certain amount. Basically, you know, like each level, you could have like a maximum cap for your stats. And once you maxed out your stats for that level, that was all you could do. Right? So, yeah, but the other thing you could do is there was like magic in the game. I don't remember what it was called right now, but you could like get better magic. But it was also hard in that game because you could only use it magic like once per fight or something.
That one truth will prove its salvation.
It was pretty difficult. It was fun though.
Come, champion of Eorzea. face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof.
Also, I found an item that you're gonna want to get.
That I'm gonna want to get.
It is only right that I
Yes,
should
it's a
take
glamour
your
item.
realm. For none among you
What
has
is
the
it?
power to stop me.
It is called false nails. All it is fingernail polish.
Oh, that sounds like something you got from the gold saucer.
There's ones that are claws. Those are the ones, like the claw ones that are at the gold saucer. But there's ones that are just normal fingernail over in, with maybe a mall or beach tribe.
Okay.
And the moment you unlock the emulsion, not the emulsion, is the snakes.
Okay, yeah, that's when. And not
Yeah.
Storm.
No, it's in Stormblood.
Yeah.
Over by the fingers. Once you unlock them, you immediately start on friendly, and you have them unlocked.
Oh, okay. I don't think I
And they
have
only
them.
cost 6. Yeah, and it costs 6 for that one item.
I don't think I have any of these tribes unlocked in that area. I got the Mughals.
Thought to be so hard
I
pressed.
need to do the Moogles still.
I just did the Mughals for the Mughal dance, and then I have the
Your
Cobalt
strength
and
is
the
most
5 people
impressive.
in AR.
Such power befits a ruler.
Yeah, I need to do... Yeah, you're kind of given the fish people.
Yet,
It's like, here,
you
this is a
lack the
beast tribe.
resolve
Do
to
it.
Put it to proper
Those are the only
use.
3 I have unlocked. I think on my
Always.
original character, I have most of the AR ones unlocked. I know you said you had all of the AR ones unlocked, didn't you? You said,
Yes, I do.
and I think there's
And I've...
4 or 5.
For ARR, there are 4.
That's what I thought. Yeah. There's
And I'm
the-
neutral with all of them currently.
I'm missing the Sylph and the Amalja. Those are the ones I'm missing now.
So, I don't know which ones you have, but there is the Sylphs, the Kobolds, and the Amalja,
Amalja.
and the Sagan,
Yeah.
the fish people.
Yeah, I'm missing the Amalja and what else was it that I had done? The Amalja and I literally was just that. Oh, the Sylphs, that's what it was, yeah. Amalja and the Sylphs.
Wow, we've nearly, like, holy shit. Usually this thing doesn't go down this far by the time. Okay. We're really pumping the damage in.
Hero,
What boss are you guys
to do
on there?
that which you will
Ultima.
not.
Which form? The first or second?
We're at the first form after the light phase.
Okay, we're just going into the first form. Before the light phase. He's just about to go into the ultimate weapon.
Oh, so yeah, no, we actually are gonna kill this phase. I didn't realize that. I thought it stopped before then.
After the light phase, he actually survives until he uses all 3 of these primal attacks.
Oh, yeah, we can't kill him now. That's right. He stops at 0.1%.
Bear witness
Well, no,
to the
he stops
true
after he uses the 3 primal
of the
attacks.
Ultima weapon.
Like, you can't kill him until he uses all 3 of the primal attacks. Yeah. Unless you do the Titan. I don't really notice as Brutus though, but you see Titans. Titans is a circle, Brutus is the, or... I don't really notice. I mean, she usually uses the wind when you fight her.
And then La Habrea is here now. We have to fight the second form now.
Unfortunately, I'll have to wait.
No, we're not fighting La Habrea. We're fighting the second form of Ultima.
Okay. Well, I love this guy's name. What an awesome name. He's great. Oh, he's our healer. Awesome. Awesome.
across this one name which is really funny. So, first name is Barry. The second name is Mistaken Her. Barry Mistaken Her.
Oh, Barry. Okay. I thought it was I thought you said Barry, like, you know, as in like a berry. I guess it's
That was the guy's name.
okay.
I see. I see what you did there.
I see what you did there. That's pretty crafty there.
Like, if you just read it outright, it doesn't make sense. Because it's literally M-A-stick-E-R. That was the last name. Mistaken Her.
Yeah, no, definitely, yeah. For a second, when you said it, I had to, like, think it, like, am I missing something? But I thought it was Barry. Barry.
No, Barry as...
Yeah, I know, Barry, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, was it actually spelled like that, too, or?
It was spelled like, B-E-R-R-Y.
Oh, okay.
So, like, you read it and you're just like, oh, what's this name?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, yeah.
And then you just say it aloud and it's like,
okay, yeah.
you win. Now get banned, you asshole.
I'll get banned after I bury the stick.
It is the blessing of life that confounds you.
Well, that's definitely a guy then.
Yeah, definitely a guy. That was good. I laughed my ass off to that one.
That's definitely funny, yeah.
So, this is what empowers her.
Beyond mortal limits. If you are to prevail, the hammer of
you're an
darkness
idiot.
must needs be brought to bear upon the shield of light.
Thankfully, his ass gets killed first.
For the ultimate weapon is host to a power of which
is he the one that dies first?
Ignorant.
Well, no, Labria technically dies from the Pope, if I'm not mistaken. We kill...
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, we
so
don't
he is not the first to die.
No, it's the female that's next to him that dies. I mean, it is a girl.
No, there's another one. We kill another one before all of that.
Oh, do we?
Yeah. Brita sacrifices her life for it.
Oh, the one that we have to fight in that one place there.
Yeah.
The one where the DPS has to limit break the tier. Well, not anymore.
A spell
Back in the day, they used to have to.
Ultima.
Yep, now our DPS is so high that it's not even funny.
Yeah. No, they still DPS the tier sometimes just for the hell of it, but there's not even any point anymore. Tier dies in like, what, 5 seconds with our DPS there? Definitely not how it used to be, what, 5 years ago?
What have you done?
Or longer, actually.
No more than was necessary for my god to be.
Well, with the 130 gear came out, right? That just like made this whole thing easy.
Damn you,
Now we're just waiting for one person.
Behold, but a sliver
One person.
of my god's
Are you here?
power.
Are you all ready? Yes, there you go.
From the deepest pit of the 7 hells to the very pinnacle of the heavens, the world shall tremble. Unleash Ultima!
You talk too much, Labria. Let's just get this over with already.
Because I keep putting my dot on things, I've just found that the best way to deal with these lasers is just put my dot on everything.
Yep.
Such devastation! This was not my intention!
And by that time, they will have
Heidelin,
killed the boss.
It seems the task of keeping your champion alive has exhausted what strength you had left. Van
You got too many
Belzar,
tacos.
your enemy's shield is broken. The rest I leave to you.
Fries.
We will speak later.
Where's Matt when you need him?
But
See,
first,
my goal
I
is
must
to...
deal
I'm going
with
to
you.
do,
The question of who is
cast,
mightier
and then
remains.
press that button.
That's what I was just gonna say. I was just thinking that.
Let us
It was
find
just
the
like-
answer together.
He's gonna love it, but he's also gonna bitch for like an hour minimum. Am I right?
Well, I mean, he bitched for like 3 weeks or a month after I pulled him away from the elevator. I mean, he'd still probably be
like-
bitching now if he wasn't banned.
I'm gonna report you for being toxic. And it's like, yeah, go ahead and do that. I'm not gonna get banned for doing it once.
You put me off the elevator. That's not fair. That's fair to me.
No, it's like, I just wanted to show you this. I think that you'd love it.
That's what I was
You wouldn't have known what... I had to show you how it works.
doing.
I had to make sure to show you how it works. Otherwise, you wouldn't have understood it.
Exactly. It was too nice.
You know what's even better? Is there's a way for the healer to skip it, as well as for the depending on the tank he chooses. So there's a way to skip past the boss, skip past the running portion if you know how to do it.
Oh, well, I mean, that's because you used to have to buy it. There's a way to actually buy half of it.
Oh yeah, I'm just not gonna put my dog on it then.
No, like if you're DPS is high enough, you don't even have to do that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna make sure that my DPS isn't high enough.
Typically, it's not. Especially if you're...
Yeah. No. But, so, to jump past the gap, you know how there's 3 turns that you have to make?
Yep.
Well, you go to the first turn. As a tank, you dash towards the boss. You use your ability to dash towards the boss.
So I wonder if that would work with the dancer, because the dancer has that dash thing.
It might work with the dancer. I know it works with Dark Knight. I'm not sure if it works with Warrior. I know that if someone's across the way, you can use Icarus to get across.
So, you mean the Dark Knight, my plunge will work for that?
I think so.
The misguided elevate the frail.
Boston?
Basically, as long as your dash reaches the boss from that corner, it's the same effect of, do you know, you remember the, Dragoon's back jump, right?
Evasive jump, yeah, would that work?
Yeah, his elusive jump, or evasive jump, whatever it's called.
You who have the strength
Yeah,
to
where when you
rule.
jump off the edge, you fall down, all the way to the bottom, and then back up to the top.
Oh, so it does work, but it's just kind of glitched, where it falls down and then you
So
go back
when
up.
you do the jump, what you're doing is you're doing a, you're teleporting to the target, but there's an animation that sends you straight to it.
I don't know if the dancer's dash would work, though, because I don't know if they would dash far enough to reach that. Maybe it would. Well, if your Icarus works, then the Icarus would work because you could just target the boss and use Icarus. You don't have to target anybody else. You can target an enemy and use Icarus as well.
Unrivaled power. You were entrusted with the ultimate weapon. The
Does the
ultimate
warrior have a
magic.
dash, though?
The warrior does have a dash.
You failed.
He has 3 dashes,
So
actually.
much for the glory of man.
Well, I mean, if the Dark Knights works, well, in theory, the Dark Knights should work anyways, because the Dark Knights is a leap, not a dash. So,
Yes. But the thing is, the Warriors is a dash. I don't know if gravity affects the dash. So I've
If
never
it is
tested
permitted to
each
worsen,
and every one
the
of them.
very laws
obviously.
of existence,
But that's
both
the way it
etheric
works.
and physical.
well, I mean,
will
you said
be
that one of the other ones.
warped beyond
Well,
all
basically, if
recognition.
Icarus works, then the dashes should work, because Icarus
Know
is
you
a dash.
the root of this
It's the same
corruption?
thing. So if Icarus works, then all the rest of the dashes should work as well, as long as they cover the
Like
distance
a
needed, right?
parasite, she must be burned out if the
Because if they don't
planet is
cover
to
the distance,
recover.
essentially you're just going to dash off the cliff,
And
right?
not but the return of the one true God will ensure her complete excision.
That's why I don't know if the Dark Knights would work, because I
Yet,
didn't think that
to
the Dark
pave
Knights
the way
cover
for
that
the
much
Master's
distance needed,
return,
though.
a chaotic confluence of untold proportions must needs be brought about. And that will necessitate the presence of the primals. Needless to say, both you
It has
and
to be
your
a
scion
targeted
accomplices
dash, meaning you have
cannot
to
be
lock onto the
suffered to
target.
interfere in this endeavor.
Okay, well that would mean the dancers
You
wouldn't work,
will
because the
not
dancers is
leave
not
this
a
place
lock-on.
alive.
Icarus is a lock-on.
Yeah.
The 3 tanks would be a lock-on. The Dragoon does have a lock-on. Actually, the Dragoon technically has 2 lock-ons. You'll have your one
It is
that
past time the
attacks the
flame
lock
was
and shoots you back.
extinguished.
And then
Bring
it
her
doesn't Dragonfire
right.
dive keep you right where you attack.
So, high jump returns you to the original position. Spine Shatter takes you to the new position. Dragonfire takes you to the new position.
Yeah, so you'd be able to use
And
the two of them.
if
That
it's
would-
up, Stardiver also takes you to the new position.
Yeah, so the only one that really wouldn't work would just be the high jump.
Yeah.
And all of the Dragoon jumps have really good rates, so they will all go.
Yeah. Elusive jump I don't think is going to work because it teleports you down to the floor beneath you, and the floor beneath you there
So we don't want to use it. Yeah. Well, technically, this instance of the Dragoon jump fall off the floor and they come back up, so it doesn't matter. It just starts you back at the beginning. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
it just teleports you to the place you don't want to be.
Yeah, right back at the start. That's what it does. Yeah, like what I did it the other day. I was the only one that made it, and yeah, my other 3 members, they just have reappeared on the other side. So it doesn't kill you, but like I said, it takes you to where you don't want to be.
Oh, well, I know why I don't... Okay, that's stupid. I equipped them, but then... Oh, I had to get rid of it. Of course I did. Of course I did. Okay.
Had to get rid of which?
The, I can't go healer for the extremes.
Why's that?
Because I can't get the, easy, like the 5 seconds to get the new gear.
5 seconds to get the new gear. What are you talking about?
The 890 gear. The 89 gear, sorry.
What do you mean you can't get that here?
Because I've already gotten all of it, and I thought I didn't have it, and I accidentally traded it in for seals. Already traded it in, and you can't get it a second time. It literally says owned.
Give me a second here.
Yeah, once you get the gear, because it says available in here, and now it says owned, and now I can't select it at all.
Yeah, just give me a second here, because I think that you're wrong on that. Yeah, give me a second. Because I'm almost 100% positive about this. Well, let's just check. Alright. Yeah, no, you're wrong about that. So you can't trade it in.
No, like you can't trade it in? Then where? Oh, I found it. God damn it.
Yeah, I just checked I just checked the trade-in thing because I have the helmet in my inventory. It's like, it's not listed there. I mean, you don't have to heal if you don't want to. But I mean, you're gonna want the gear either way.
It's fine. I want the gear for it. And I was like, where did it go?
No, I knew that you had it. It was either in your inventory, your armory chest, or maybe you put it in your retainer or something. Because yeah, or I guess you could have discarded it as well. That's an option too.
Yeah.
But I think I'll go as my red mage, because I'm not too familiar with the mechanics of all these dungeons. The only one that I semi-know is the Smileton, I think. Here's to something that we don't get the dead ends. I hate that dungeon.
I don't think I have all of them unlocked yet.
To have expert, you'll have to have the first two unlocked, you'll have to have the first one, which is the MSQ, which is the dead end.
Oh. Okay, so what's the second one that I need to go to get unlocked, because I don't have it?
Well, there's two of them. It's either the Smileton or the Sigmascape Dreamscape. Sigma Dreamscape, sorry.
Where do I need to go to get that unlocked, because I don't have it?
My assumption would be probably in one of the 90 areas. I think the one is in the robot area, so go to Ultimate Thule maybe, and see if you can find like one of those blue-looking quests. I mean, while you're checking that out, I can actually just Google to see where you can unlock them, because it doesn't say where you unlock them, because I've already done it. Let's see here. Okay, unlocking. Where is it? Smileton. Unlocked after side quest. So this one is on the moon. Speak to a Loreprit or whatever his name is. Let's see if there's a location for it. Mountain is an optional dungeon unlocked during the cutting the cheese. Okay, sorry, he's an old charlatan at 1111, or sorry, 118X and then 11.4Y. After accepting the quest, head to the moon. Old charlatan. And let's look up the other one, which is Sigmascape. Why did it just go back down? Yes. There we go. Sigmascape. So it looks like they're both in Old Charlatan. And that Loper guy has both of them, is what it looks like. Where Nopult has gone before the... Oh no, sorry, it's Jamming Way has it. NPC Jamming Way located at 11X and then 13.8Y. According to what it shows, will be available in Old Charlatan. So they should be right next to each other then.
Got one there now. I was like, I'm just gonna click on all the blue quests I see over in the robot area. One sec.
Yeah, I thought it was in the robot area because it was, like that's where you kind of unlocked it, I thought, but actually, it's actually not unlocked there. It's actually unlocked on the moon.
Okay.
So,
So cutting the cheese is one of them.
yep.
I see that one, and the other one is Crystals from Beyond, correct?
Nope. I mean, that's not the
Nope.
name of it. It should be called No Lorpit or something. Gone Lorpit or something. Where no Lorpit has gone before. I think that I butchered.
Loperit. But
Yeah,
yes,
Lorpit.
I see it. I see where it is.
Yep, those are the two. The other one, if it's blue, you might want to pick it up, but that's not the dungeon one. And I don't know where the Loprit one brings you. Yeah, it doesn't say, but the other one brings you to the moon.
It brings you to the other place in Charlian. Not Charlian, but... It has you go to the ship.
Oh, okay.
Just go complete these right quick.
Oh, that would be in Labyrinthos or whatever. That's the other place in
Yes.
the Northern Empty. What a name. What a name.
Beautiful, isn't it? The Northern Empty.
Yeah, that sounds like such an amazing name.
Oh, I still haven't gotten flight in here yet.
Light and where?
Labyrinthos.
Oh, you can't fly?
Oh, I
Like,
haven't done it on the moon either. Damn it.
I think the one on the moon is actually not too bad. Well, actually, let me tell you.
I'm mostly done with the moon.
No, I think the moon isn't too bad yet. I think you want to go to the best laid burrow for the moon, but let me check and see. Yeah, I don't think the moon really is a big deal about being able to fly for this quest. So it's not there. Okay, I figured it would be. Okay, maybe it will matter then. Well, the dungeons are usually posted on the map, but this one's not actually posted.
So for the one on the moon, that is over here, it is at, the Kaidona Knolls. That's where it wants me to go.
The Kaidona Knoll.
Yes. So the red pin on the map, that's...
Well, there's a couple of red pins on the map.
Yeah, but that's what that red pin is called.
Oh, whereabouts is it? There's a lot of... Oh, over there. Oh, speaking of that, I actually haven't completed that quest. I've done the dungeon, I just haven't handed in the quest yet. Okay. That's where my green marker is, too. So that's not too bad, that one. Well, I mean, maybe you can't fly. Yeah, that one is going to be a pain in the ass to get to. And I can't help because I don't have a double mount on this character. The only one that I have the double mount on is my alternate, and that character is not even in Endwalkers, probably. Oh, it gives me some material, okay. Are those 10s? No.
Yeah, I don't have flight in that area, and I don't know how to get into that area without flight, so...
This is a fate. Sure, let's help him out. We'll let him kill people.
I have secondary safe now available. I have to do secondary escape in order to unlock it in the class. Cool. Fun.
You unlock it in the class what?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh wait, is that the hunt too? Looks like the hunt is up. Yeah, it is. That was the Stigma Escape. That was the more annoying one. I think it was, yeah. Okay, let's Q4 and get that one done. Anything's better than the dead ends, really.
Now I'll queue us. Endwalker, Sigma Escape, Dream Escape. Oh wow, that was fast.
Well, you are going in as a healer. Typically, it's an instant queue.
Going in as a tank.
Oh, you're going in as a tank. Okay, well.
I'm more confident on tank than I am on healer.
Cheesecake con healer. Interesting. Cheesecake is good. Oh, looks like the tank is new as well. Yep. Oh, you're
That's me.
You're the tank, okay. I didn't realize that. Somebody's watching the tech team.
Yes, I am.
Well, the Reaper is fairly new. They're sort of under gear.
I'm a little under geared too.
Oh, that's normal. Normal to be under gear for your first time, or your first few times. This is just where you get to start farming tombstones.
Maybe new, but I know how to tank.
Yeah. Well, this is not too bad of a dungeon. I don't remember who the first boss is. I remember something about the second boss was something about bombs or something. I don't remember who the first boss was.
Oh, these guys are fast.
Oh, the enemy?
Yeah.
But it doesn't do, oh, I mean, you can call it quicker. Oh, I remember his laser. I remember his lasers or something. He has lasers. Why do you like really close?
I'm gonna turn him around. Didn't know he did that.
Yeah, this particular guy's really annoying. I really don't like this guy. Well, it makes matters worse if you gotta fight this guy. With the last boss at the end as well. I got out.
Yeah, it's targeting me.
I think you just kind of want to run so that way it doesn't blow up on you. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm fine with it blowing up on me.
Yeah, of course you are. You're the tank. You got the health and the defense now. All the dots made it really different, you know what they're doing.
I had a missile again.
This is targeting me.
There's 3 of them.
Well, nothing's targeting me.
Oh, I actually do want to dodge it.
Why these? Guys and
Can you go over here? I know that one. Aha! I learned! You will not get me with that again!
So, yeah, I don't know all the mechanics of the third boss, but basically, you know how that boss, how he's got those mechanics? Like, basically, it's just like the swiping mechanics like that. You gotta deal with those mechanics in the last boss fight as well. And the second boss, he's like some wheel or something. Kind of similar to these guys up here.
Oh, these ones are gonna be fun, aren't they? Yeah, they are. Let's bring them all the way to the coffer. feel like I move predictably enough with these guys.
Oh yeah. No, I don't do this one very often. This isn't usually the one bit that gets around. Usually it's the dead ends or smile.
I thought I opened that chest. Why isn't it open? Oh well.
Yeah, for you, you're gonna want to open all the stuff.
I tried opening it, but it didn't let me loot it, so...
Oh, it might have been like an item. If they don't let you loot them, they could just be like an item. Or like die or something, you know. Item die.
Yeah, there's not enough people here to worry about this. And I'll greet it, but I don't need it. That's fine.
No, I'm doing it for seals and stuff, so... This guy, he kind of like goes off the field and he does like a charge sort of thing. I believe that's the tank monster or the AoE.
No, it was a tank buster. Granted, I also prepped for the tank buster.
Yeah, usually it's one of the things. So yeah, this is the charge attack. And then he always goes with this after that.
I was out of that. Face him this way. I'm trying to face him way.
Yeah, sometimes they just don't swap. No, I'm not gonna cooperate. I want to face this way.
No, I'm talking about the guy on our team. It's like, I'm trying to face him away from you.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I need to line up here.
Okay, sorry. What was I was supposed to do?
So you saw that. So you saw the thing above his head.
Okay.
So there's a thing above your head. Sorry. So that icon, you have to line up with the marker, your corresponding marker. Aha! Go to the other side. Oh, yay! Regen. So, you see how you're 4? You line up with 4. Go stand by 4. Go stand by 4.
I can't.
No, oh. 4 was on the far side. You don't stand in it, you just stand lined up with it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I tried not hitting it. Reaper, stop standing next to me.
and I'm totally forgetting that I have that dash.
Yeah, I dash, but I dash straight to him, and since
Yeah.
it's not that long of a time frame,
I dash towards him too by using report support.
oh, slide. Yay.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't have done this, Cole.
Oh, this is what we're going later.
Okay. I was like, what? Like, my health went way down for a moment.
Oh, I saw that. Yeah, you were down to like 14,000 or something. I'm watching.
Yeah.
If it's a heal, raise healer. Like, raid healers are usually pretty comfortable letting the tank health rate, go down. And then kind of like healing the only one that's up there.
Yeah.
So,
Alright, come on. Come on. We'll make sure I grab all of them. Oh, we have to fight him, too.
in here.
This big.
Yeah, I guess that's...
Yeah.
Again, this is just a normal phone, so you don't need to do something about it. I can tell from how much they're attacking the healers if I come to that hole, so. We're not really having a whole lot of this to keeping you alive.
No, they're not. It also helps that I have a bunch of self-heal too.
Yeah, they know that. But after that, they know that you need somebody that I'm not going to mention. So,
if I don't pop the CDs, I'm gonna die.
So on the outside of the field, on like the left and right side, that Omega boss thingy-majigger is going to spawn. And there's also going to be, I think, a dragon that will spawn.
Oh wow, that's not a small feat then. Oof.
We have to kill the dragon. I think the dragon, no, not the dragon, the Omega dude. I think he'll use like self-detonate. It won't kill you, but it will do a lot of damage and it will put a vulnerability stack. So you don't typically need to worry about that.
Oh, this guy, I can't kite him.
No, I don't even know like the mechanics of this guy. There's like an inward and an outward after you use it. I'm trying to follow the people. Oh, there's the, yeah. You want to go to the side one? Like, will you can that entire they will spawn periodically throughout the fight as well. And spawns will spawn on the sides of the field as well. Yeah, these things. You want to stand, obviously, in, where they're not lined up. And Matt kept getting hit by that, and he's like, how do I avoid that? Well, wait on the outside of the field. Yeah, that's what I do. Like, I don't know how to tell which attack you can.
Oh, that's probably the inside, okay.
It's basically the healer's on the inside.
Okay, so if he's in a coil, if he's coiled, that's the move far away.
Or if he's like in the ball.
If he's in a ring, then what he's gonna do... so, I have forward 8 seconds? What is this?
So it's after the,
Oh, this one's far away, this one's far away. Oh, I see.
Yep.
That one forces you to move in that direction.
After the time starts off. Like, I don't do this watch enough to actually know when it's kind of stuff.
Rocket this. All the way to the back. On the other side of him. Okay, so I have left move. And what is it? Okay, and he has this. Okay.
I have no idea how much that
I went the wrong way! Outside the arena. Okay.
if you get at this, samurai,
Up, we got more fists.
that's dragon again.
I missed it. Oh well.
Oh, the dragon needs to self-destruct as well.
Multi-AI. You're on the right side.
Yeah, I just kind of follow the I knew he wasn't going to get to use it. That really definitely get help.
Yeah, definitely.
I feel sorry for the healer, actually.
I didn't do too bad.
No.
That could have been so much worse.
Yeah, it could have been better too if I actually knew the mechanics at all.
Oh, y'all left already. Oh well.
Yeah, the healer was
a free comp.
The healer was the first one to leave.
Ah, I see.
Typically, that's how it works.
It's like, I want to give it to the healer. Oh, wait, no. You're already gone.
Yeah, I give mine to the healer. Okay, well, Wander's Tales, I'm on course to get 2 lines, so that's good. Not that I really need it. I'm actually close to getting my next piece of gear as well, I think. I didn't max my tombstones out last week, so I missed last week's. Have you checked out the vendor's Inrodon yet? Or?
I have, but not really looked through them. I still want to do the Savages and stuff like that. I just need a... But before I do Savages, I want to get at least level 90 gear. because it's not worth... I don't want to go into the dungeon, go into those quote-unquote gear, like, just under-geared for it.
Is it up here? Here it is. So I don't actually have the savages here, but I'm assuming it's going to be pretty close to the same as these. We got like the...
I'll see in a second.
Like to do Highlands, Call, and Zodiac, they're eye level 560. What if it changes by swapping things? That's still 560. So I gotta assume you'd probably need to be at least 570 to do the savages.
Probably.
But I mean, it would be easy enough to get to 580 because you can just do the crafted here. Or you can do this stuff, which, that's what I was saying before, is like, Matt was getting the 570 gear, and this is using the blue tombstones. But like, I can craft the set for cheaper than what you're gonna actually pay for it in terms of tombstones, and the crafted gear is 580. Why would you want to spend, more getting lower eye level gear?
True. That is true. No, it's more of... here, one sec.
Yep. Oh yeah, I just needed to